So in this video we will discuss about chlor-alkali process. Okay, this process is about the formation of sodium hydroxide, which is also known as caustic soda. Okay, we know that in the neutralization reaction, when acid react with base, it gives salt and water. When acid react with base, it gives salt and water. Let us say if we are taking hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide as base here, then we can get sodium chloride, salt and water H2O. So it comes in our mind to form sodium hydroxide caustic soda, we can reverse this reaction, but actually this reaction is not reversible. Okay, this reaction is not reversible. So that is why we provide electricity. Okay, we provide electricity to form sodium hydroxide. What will we do here? We just take a container. And in this container we take the concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride. That means aqueous solution of sodium chloride, that means we are taking here NaCl plus H2O. Okay, and this solution is also known as brine solution. Okay, so in brine solution NaCl plus H2O. So we will do the electrolysis of brine solution. So that is why this process is also known as electrolysis of brine solution. So how can we do it? We just take two electrodes like this. So we are taking two carbon electrodes here, and after that we would attach these electrodes with the terminals of the battery like this, with the terminal of the battery. So let us say this is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal, and when we provide electricity, then sodium chloride will decompose in Na plus and Cl negative ions, and H2O water molecule is also dissociates in H plus and OH negative ion. So we are having Na plus and Cl negative and H plus and OH negative ions here in the solution. Okay, so now what will happen, because this is the cathode, because the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery is known as cathode, having negative charge, and the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery is known as anode, having the positively charged cathode electrode, that is anode. So sodium Na plus ion is a very reactive ion, because sodium metal is very reactive and it wants to be in reactive state. That is why this H plus ion will attract to the negatively charged cathode electrode like this, and the reaction which will take place here is like it will gain electrons to form hydrogen gas. Okay, so you can say that there is gain of electron, that means reduction is taking place here. So the hydrogen ion, after being reduced, it gives hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas is given off at cathode in the form of bubbles. Okay, and at anode what will happen? The chloride ion, which is negatively charged ion, this chloride ion will lose electrons and it will give chlorine gas at anode. This reaction can be written like this as well. So this reaction is can be written like this as well. So as you can see here, the loss of electron, that means here is oxidation. So oxidation is taking place here at anode, that means the chloride ion after being oxidized, it gives chlorine gas. Okay. So you can say that chlorine gas is formed, is given off at anode, and hydrogen gas is given off at cathode. So after that, what will left here in the solution, the Na plus ion and OH negative ion, they will combine to each other to form sodium hydroxide, that is caustic soda. What will be the overall reaction? The overall reaction is like this: sodium chloride plus H2O, and we give electricity. We give electricity here, then we can get sodium hydroxide, the caustic soda, hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. Okay, we can balance this reaction by adding these coefficients. Now some questions can arise in your examination about this process, is like, what do you mean by chlor-alkali process? So you can say that this process is about formation of sodium hydroxide caustic soda by the electrolysis of brine solution, and you can write the overall reaction like that. Okay. Another question is, which gas is formed at anode and which gas is formed at cathode in the process of chlor-alkali process actually. So you can say we can get chlorine gas at anode and hydrogen gas at cathode. Okay. Now another question is like, let us say we take a compound A, after treating this compound A with water and providing the electricity, it gives a compound B. Compound A is used in cooking food and compound B is used in making soap. Then name these compounds A and B. You can very easily say that compound A is sodium chloride, which is used in cooking food, and compound B is sodium hydroxide, that is caustic soda, which can be used in making soap. So this is all about the chlor-alkali process. I hope it's clear now. Thank you.